Well, hello folks. Welcome to Tuesday. I mean, really, it's not much different than Monday, but we're back in Satisfactory. We are working on the iron upgrade. We did the first floor here yesterday, or last night, I should say. So we're just going to go right upstairs and do the second floor. I've got enough in my inventory to make more smelters. It's pumping out at a good rate. I'd say that's about as fast as they can go. 100% efficiency. However, we're seeing a bit of a slowdown on the belt, which means that there's more than 600 coming in on these belts. So I'll double check the line, but we should be at 600 per minute because these two belts are being fed by this iron node right there, which is 600 per minute. So that should be correct. Anyway, we're not worried about that rate just yet because there are a few things that need to get sorted out, which is the backfill being emptied out gradually over time. If you're new to the channel, my name is Joel Duggan, if you haven't figured that out already. I do a variety of things here on Twitch. I play Minecraft, I play Satisfactory. I try to do a variety of things. Keep it fresh. But we're really enjoying Satisfactory lately, so this is kind of like my midweek stream. I am working on putting together a Minecraft mod pack, something to kind of tide us over before 1.16 comes or 1.18 comes out, but haven't settled on a total pack yet. Still working on putting it together. Not even putting it together, I'm still working on just listing mods. So I don't see any reason to do this any different than the floors below, which will keep it pretty simple. Late night stream, yeah, later than normal. I would say I've streamed at this time of night. I don't know if I've started at this time of night. Will be probably the best assessment. One, two, three, four, 5. Good there. I think this goes the other way. Nope. I have to check the one downstairs to see if I did this right. Yep. Okay. The mighty Elkhorn is here. Hello, Elkhorn. How's it going? Good to see you, Cosmic, McScrewgun, Fox, Sycamore, and Rabelais. Always good to see the regular folks. These have to be... I think they're tier 3 again. I'm going to wait to do the belts until I can figure out where the belt is coming from. Hunter555 gifted a tier 1 sub to Elkhorn95. They're a poet and they didn't know it. Thanks ever so much, Hunter555. Appreciate that. Elkhorn, did you know that you can connect your Discord and your Twitch accounts? You can even talk to us sometimes in the Discord in between streams. I don't know if you knew that. Just in case. I mean, really, it's for the other people. But, you know, I want to make sure that you're informed. I want to make sure you're in the know. Got to keep you mighty. Wouldn't want you being like... We wouldn't have to change your nickname. Jody Illyria subscribing with Prime. 17 months. Thanks so much. I'm finally able to pop in and lurk a while. And it is my 17-month sub anniversary. Thanks, Joel, for the great content. You're welcome. Thank you. Thanks for sponsoring the content. Thanks for making it happen. Appreciate it. We have a wall here that we are going to continue. We're going to leave part of it open for now. So that's this one line. Did I divide that wrong? No, it should be 300 per line. So the next one is going to come up on this other level. This is the part where we may have to decide what to change. I'm going to stick a ladder in here because I know I'm going to need it. Let's put you here. So these need the triple opening. Oh, the ladders are green. I thought they'd be a different color. That's cool. They blend in pretty well. So you are going to be the triple output. Oh, that has to be the triple output. There are VODs, Remy88, of me playing. I'm assuming you're talking about No Man's Sky. They're VODs on the channel. They're not deleted yet. They'll be up for 2 or 3 more weeks. Monster Brian MC, I play Minecraft when I feel like it. That's usually on weekends, because that's leading up to the Spawn Chunks podcast. It keeps Minecraft fresh in my brain. But constantly coming in and asking the same questions is also kind of annoying. Especially when people are playing other games. So keep that in mind when you're hanging out in Twitch chat, if you don't mind. And as Cosmic said, the schedule is pretty clear. How do I want to change this? So we've got, those 2 belts are floor 1. We're going to have to do another belt, which I think is... Yeah. So we need... Hey, J Price. We need to get these 3 guys over in this way. And figure out how to get them up. Up there. It would be cool if we could do them all at the same level. Feel like the thing to do might be to take these 3 belts, put them in these situations here, and then deal with this on a different level. Where can I bring that in? More iron upgrades today. Enjoyed watching the VOD of the setup this morning. Oh, cool. Yeah. That's what we're planning on doing. What does this say? 1800. Yeah, okay. We may have to adjust this temporary mess down here. I mean, it's not the messiest looking thing, but I want to try to make these things look good now as they're coming in. So that's not the best. That could be a lot cleaner. All 3 have to come in around this level. That unfortunately does not line up the way that we would want it to. But we can fix that. So yeah, I think I might change these to go up higher. Change these to go underneath. I'll have to adjust where these go. I think these are going to have to go in this space right here, which is unfortunate. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's exactly what we need for the power. So you got the hard drive you were after. Can you explain the noob how that helps you with your power fuel situation? Yes. So diluted fuel. Basically, you get more fuel from the alt recipe by like leaps and bounds. You have to make it in a blender. Basically, you take heavy oil residue, which we can make from oil, and then you turn that, you combine that with water and turn it into diluted fuel, and it's like 100 fuel as opposed to 40 or 60. So it's more costly to set up, but you end up with almost twice as much fuel. What I'm trying to decide here is where I want these belts to come up, and I think I want them on this inner wall space. So not here. Yes, I want them. I'm going to delete this wall here just to say this is where I want these to come up. These are all the same. Did I make a marker for that? I hope I did. If not, we'll have to check it. No, this is 900, so this is not interchangeable with the other floors. I remember that now. This is 900 per minute on these 3 belts. That's on the bottom. And I want to put everything above it. So I could bring those over farther to here and belt them around. That's probably what we're going to have to do. Because that'll get those to there. We'll have to bring these over underneath here. Lots of space to do that. So they'll go to the first floor, the second floor, third floor. One, two, three. Why am I forgetting something here? These go away. 2, 3. Is there a fourth floor that I'm forgetting about? I think I'm missing a hole up top. I like the way you have the belts above the floors curving around like that. That's probably going to change, actually. Alright, we should probably put in a walkway here, because we're going to be doing this a lot. So... Easiest way to do that. And then we'll just swing around. Whoops. Yeah, I completely forgot that we need a floor, an entryway here. That's all right. It's we'll end up doing some stuff that's similar. It's gonna look cool when we're done as well. This is just in the wrong spot for now. Oops. There's the fourth one. Okay. So these three will go in there on the first floor. We'll have these three over here go in the second, third, and fourth floor, and then these two, we're going to go up to the top, I think. It's going to be the easiest way to do that. We might still be able to do this with these out here. We'll have to see. But first things first, we'll have to do these belts. So I have to remove these. It is a cool way to do it, like the cascading arms. I appreciate the kind words. Leaving little presents everywhere. Okay, does that still have power? That still has power. So we need these to be here. Cool. So then that should be just... we'll probably just have them all come down at the same time. Probably look the best. I've seen a lot of people deleting the supports. Like, I don't think I necessarily need that one. Because you can't see them anyway. So that will bring that to there. We can take these. And that should bring our 900 per minute rate to here. Now inside, I think what I'm going to do is keep that outside, but we're going to maintain a... I'm not sure if I want to do this inside the wall. I don't know what's in here. Nothing. Okay. Anything up top there? Okay, that's part of the design there. Okay. I can't delete that. Little boxes made of ticky-tacky. I haven't watched that show in a long time. If there's spreadsheets involved and it's over your head, well, there's lots of spreadsheets in Satisfactory. Take it easy, Cosmic. And take it easy, Hunter. Appreciate it. I agree with you, Hunter. I agree. Oh, autosave lag. So I could tuck this underneath here. I can't do anything behind that, so this is kind of our limit. Well, I guess we could come around the back side here too, couldn't we? I feel like this has to have something in it. I don't like the fact that there's a corner here that you can see through. So we just need one in there. I think, right? Yeah. And then one in here, and then one in there. So for right now, I could easily just hook them up to lifts. That could be the easiest thing to do. Keep everything the same. Oh. I need to put some stuff away. Just leave ourselves a little workbench or something quick. Not workbench, storage box. I don't. Okay, I don't need all of these. I don't need those. Holy crap, your world is huge. Yeah, it's pretty big. Pretty big. Like 500 hours. So how can we do this in a simple fashion? Let's go with not having these be up high. So weirdly, we just have to get one up in there and then get the other ones up to, oh, these two right here. Well, again, for a simple solution, we're just going to run them along here. Does that line up? Not quite. Those two do. How off is this? I'd say that's fine. Yeah, as a temporary solution, I think that'll work. And then what we can do here is just seal that off. Not using the space anyway. And then we can just take these out and around. And there we go. So that's redirected. When you delete belts with materials on it, do you lose the materials as well, or do they go into some kind of real, not real storage where they just where you just get so many resources it doesn't matter? No, they're in my inventory. You can see right here. There's 80 iron ore. So it doesn't matter for iron ore, because iron ore, it's an infinite supply. But if it was things like things that you might need, like pipes or these or anything that's of higher value, then you can absolutely just keep them. There's not that many. They really are one at a time. So like this is one. If I pick that up, that's one, right? So it's not like you pick up stacks. Like in Minecraft, you can, like, one stack is like 64 items to like a maximum of 64 items. But this is not. It's totally just, you know, normal one-to-one stuff. So I'm just realizing that one of the reasons why we were going up over here is because we had the space to do it. Crap. Because I don't want to move the road. I forgot about that. Well, we can still use the wall. See, these are the kind of monkey wrenches that get thrown in your way when you've designed something first and then you're trying to build a factory into it. So we can still use this space. We'll have to use this space like this. I guess it's still important that we took those underneath. It is a cleaner look. We just have to get a couple of belts back here, which shouldn't be a problem. We can take that through really either one of these panels. So it's not the end of the world. I forget about that. So basically what's happening here is that I wanted to run these things up, but in order to do that, I've got to get them underneath the bridge, and there's not enough room. I've got 2 spaces here, and I've got 3 spaces there. So where... We're going to have to go on a break train here in a second. I know it's only been 35 minutes, but I'd rather line up my brakes with the nighttime in the game. I guess this space right here would be the place to do it, right? I don't want to go right up against the corner, so I guess this is going to be our spot. We'll have to adjust the windows. I love that I can reach this far. Can't tell which version that is. So yeah, we'll have to remove these. Hey, Leaguer Gaming, how's it going? How long is a day in Satisfactory? They are 50 minutes, 50, but the nights are only 5. I started the stream already in the world, so there was about... Well, I was in the world before I started streaming, so it was about 20 minutes before I started streaming. I want to go down this one. And we're going to grab whatever train that is. Alright. Give me about 5 or 6 minutes, folks. I will be right back. Alright. Back to work. It's Disco Creeper. Is it your birthday? Happy birthday. That's awesome. Some love in chat for Disco Creeper. Leaguer bought the game a year ago or longer and sat there with 4 to 5 hours total playtime. Well, you know, it's one of those games that I come and go with too. Like there's long swaths of time where I don't play Satisfactory at all. We're coming down to the end of September. There's only 2 days left. Alright, so we're gonna patch this up. And like I said, we're gonna go with this area here. So I'm probably gonna put that there, and nope, no, I'm not. Delete those all together. So we're gonna go with this section, which is good. That means it's less of a move. This is gonna be an easy switch here. What we're going to do is probably turn those belts first. Be my guess. So that they're coming into these nice and straight. And then we'll go up on these ones. Question is, where do we want to bring them in? Did I mean September? No, September. There's an event on Twitch. Nightbot just made a post. Subs and gift subs are 20% off for first time subs in September, so it lasts 2 more days. So we need to bring them in on this floor. I would say might be good to bring them in actually at a block higher. Leave that open for now. So we need to connect each one of these belts. So one of these has to hit this splitter. I would say the easiest spot to do that is going to be in there. Wait a minute. Yeah, each of these is a 300 line, and each of those is a 600 line, so we have to split those twice. Yeah, we're going to need all this space. So we're going to need a splitter that's positioned. Why was this way over here? Probably because of that. That doesn't have to be the case anymore. simplify this. Goes like that. So now we have to have one of these lines come in and meet this. I think I'm going to do it up here. Or could have it go down the middle. I think if I put one of these guys here, it doesn't connect right. Yeah, it's off by a little bit. I wish these didn't have such a wide turn on the mouth of them. But if we put it here, well, it's the same problem. That's the middle. So I just have to get this. One of these belts, obviously this one, over to there. Fortunately, our ladder is in the way. That's too bad, because that could have been very useful. Well, I guess we could go straight down the wall. Hold on. We can just do this. I was thinking about wrapping it around, like taking it in along here, but we can just go straight across this way. That's going to have to be a Mark 5. Best idea ever was to have extra room. Oh no, wait. That doesn't go in there. My bad. Wasn't here. Maybe we don't want to change it around. Maybe we want it to go... Oh man, this is getting trickier and trickier. Max volume and hard to hear? I haven't changed anything. Everything should be fine. I'm not sure why it would be different now compared to other days. I'm noticing Streamlabs is lagging in my audio meters, so it could be a Streamlabs thing. Oh, hard to hear for you. Okay, thanks. So we need this to be split at least once. Honestly, we might as well just do this. Save ourselves the headache of trying to come up with more stuff. Because really, we don't need this anymore, nor do we need that. So all of this is just like back end stuff. And I don't need that. So what we need to do is have a splitter that's taking this line and taking it into two. One of them has to go down that way, preferably connecting up with that, which is going to be difficult. And the other one has to go in here. But if we put the splitter here, there's no room to do anything else. Can't put those there. All that nonsense. So it probably has to go here. That goes right back up against the wall. And then this comes out here. So this would have to be a Mark V. This is really messy, but it's inside the wall, and it's kind of why you give yourself this kind of room. So this goes down to 300, which means we can handle with... They have to be Mark IVs? This has to be a Mark IV. This has to be a Mark IV. And then this can just connect to this. Mark IV as well. Whoop, save lag. Things you don't want people to see? Well, just the stuff that's going to make me feel better. That has to be a Mark IV, which it is. Mark IV, and then they get down into Mark III. Okay. These are both Mark III. That's just the same as it was before. Okay, so that is the left-hand lane done, which means we don't need all three there. We just need the one, which we don't have, so I guess we'll do door wall. Ways which way? We'll have to reconnect that probably, but... So now we have to figure out where these are going to go. Now, unfortunately, there's no chime because it's not a conveyor wall. Actually, I guess what we could do, we could delete this. We could put in the triple conveyor wall. Well, I guess we have to delete this first. So, triple conveyor wall. That. Wait for the chime. Beep. Then remove this. Place that with the door. Hopefully we're going to get single-sided conveyor walls in the new update. They haven't mentioned anything. I'm assuming they're leaving some Easter eggs and some fun stuff for the end, for like the full release. There we go. So it's a good trick if you want to just have a single side with nothing else open. And it gives you like a little light. Oh no, sorry, that's the middle door. The middle door gives you a little light if you want to use that. Alright, so that's one of those done. Probably not going to use that. Probably going to be more like there. Did I go too high on that? No, that's our first floor. So the second floor one is going to be in the middle. So that's going to be up there. So this can technically be single. Sorry for the repost, just wanted to check, is it okay if I ask, what are you trying to do with this part? I feel like I understand the basic concept, but I want to check the understanding. So I'm moving these three iron, the west iron, so 1800 per minute. It's 3 times 600, so each belt has got 600 on it, because that's the max we can get right now. And they're coming in here, and I'm moving these three over here. And so each one is enough to fuel an entire floor. But I'm missing... I'm not sure why I don't have... 1, 2, I guess 3, 4? Sure. The top floor is messing around with my brain. That's one thing that's happening. Alright, so we can delete this, right? Because that's done. Actually, what I should do now, while I think about this, is just get this sorted. And the easiest way to do that is going to be using these. I don't know why we would need more of these, but we're going to use them anyway. Actually, let's use gate walls up here. And so here we can use the wall again and just try to make this work. I'm going to delete these because we don't need them. These little supports. Delete that. So that just gives us a change in the direction of this feed, so then all of these can really be just removed. We don't need any of... oh, we need that. don't need any of this. And we can replace that. Right, so now all the belts are coming up here. And if I reconnect this one and reconnect it over here, easier said than done. Oh, that's the wrong speed. So unfortunately, it puts the material up against the building. It would have been cooler if the stuff was able to be seen, you know? Like it's not even rendering in, right? But unfortunately it's facing the building. Not much you can do about that. I mean, the only thing we could do would be to change this to come around from the back. And even then, I think it would depend. Yeah, it's more the input up here that determines what side it's on. From what I can tell. Does that make sense, Cosmic? Whoa, I'm not sure what I just deleted there. I guess we'll find out later. So now, with the center piece here, we can go and say that I can connect this one. Wait for the little chime. Right? And then go up and double check and see how we're going to run that one. This one is not going to have any of the belt balancing happening behind it. Looks like we're back to producing iron ore. Doesn't look like it's all going very well though. What seems to be the issue? Something is not hooked up. Oh, I didn't hook up the splitter. Yeah, I did. Missing connections somewhere. What's going on here? Why did we run out of iron? The whole belt's empty. Okay. Troubling. Oh. These aren't on. That's right. This is all connected to one circuit. We need to switch these off. Where did I do the power for this? I think it's underneath somewhere. Right, so the power comes in along here. And then it goes out there. Right. From there. Okay. So is that a separate line? Aha. Okay, cool. That's fine. We can do this. Let's That's probably the easiest thing to do. Whoa. So we'll connect that to the one down below on the right. And then we'll disconnect this. And we'll connect this to that. So that should turn on the miners, but not these. Yes, okay. Because if these come on, it'll crash our power grid. Eventually I'm going to have to do a much better job at managing the power here, but for now, we should see, I hope. I'm not sure how long it's going to take to fill up. Looks like they still have no power. Nope, no power. Okay. Chill, you almost need signage telling you where everything is powered from. Yeah. And we can do that now in the game. I'm going to rewire things once and I'm starting to get permanent solutions to things. You can use this thing called, what's it called? The power switch. So you can run like a line into one side and a line into the other, and then you can call it something like, you know, I turn it on first, and it's like iron miners west, you know, and then it shows up on it, which is fine. But then, like, really, we could just use these as signage. They're just expensive, right? So I'm guessing that this doesn't have power. Oh, I see. Okay. We want to disconnect this little guy and connect you to you. Again, no power on the refineries. That's good. But we should be able to see power on the miners now. Can't tell. Oh. Yep, we got product coming in. He's still a red light. Weird. They should all be green light. Some sort of signage in the game would be great. Yeah, I'd like to get like a mod for signs until they come out with them. It's on their list. I watched the Coffee Dev stream this morning. Coffee Stain Dev stream, I mean. So I know not all of the belts are going to be moving because, of course, they Oh yeah, we just needed to update them, I guess, visually. Like those are on. These are coming from that one. That one has a red light on it, but do I just need to get close enough to it? Yeah, that's all it was. Okay. Thankfully getting back is a lot faster. I've thought about putting in Mark V belts around just to walk on. Just because you really move. And if you use the jetpack when you're on them, you maintain that momentum. Like, it's a struggle not to bash my face against the wall. Yeah, some highly voted requests, yeah. I think that would be great. I think if they had two different size signs, you know, one that's a full foundation, one that's a half foundation. I mean, they could do some really cool sci-fi stuff with it. I'm kind of surprised at how low-tech some things look. Alright, that is now working. Which means that our second floor facility should be pumping out iron like nobody's business. That looks to be about the right speed. Okay. I'm struggling not to laugh when you bash your face against the wall. Nice. Appreciate that. Such a lovely sentiment. So we have it there. I'm going to delete this because that's going to be in the way. So we need to get them in here, I think. Right, so there's no reason why we can't just mimic what we had in here. Again, I guess I like the look of this. I feel like that's up and out of the way. Plus then we can use the ladder. And technically this was supposed to be a wall here. I just don't know if I want to do a single pane of windows or if I want to have the windows in here and have like depth added to the building. I've given myself some free rein. Some wiggle room, so to speak. Alright, so then we just mimic this. That means that that goes here. And then along here, that's all on the second level. So this actually goes here. Oh, hey, we lose some space, don't we? Where's that splitter? It's on the third section. Right, so then there's a Mark IV here. And then the other splitter, I believe, is right below me. And centered. But, don't have this space because that is an outside piece. Sort of. We could still do a solid. Basically, unfortunately, when you do things on angles in this game, they don't, if they touch, but then you can't, you can see through them. I think we can do that. That gives us access to this. And so that goes to there. This goes to here. Wrong direction. And then we've got Mark IV coming out this side. Four to four. This is a 3. And then after that, we're just stuck with the same problem. This just has to be up a little bit higher. Probably going to end up changing a lot of this with the new pieces because we might be able to do that from the outside. So that we just sort that out again. This was a little bit different. Still going in from the outside. We're not going to be able to do it there. We have to move it over. So it's still going to have to come in a certain way. Now we can get away with that. Feels a little bit cheaty. Can I remove that? No, cannot. Sorry to ask another question. Highlight it. No, highlights are great because when the chat's quiet, it's easier to see the highlights. Do the different speed belts, etc., have visual difference when they are set up so they can tell what they are? You mean do they look different? Yeah, absolutely. Let's just do. So this is. That's 60. 3 little dots. That's 60 per minute. Here's the difference between this and a 120. Right? So you see the model change? It goes to a single dot with a rim on it. So low edge, 3 little dots to. That's a 120. I don't like the Mark IIIs. The Mark IIIs don't look futuristic. They look low-tech. But they've got bigger lights and they've got these separated handrails. And then Mark IVs are big. They get chonky. Mark IVs are easy to spot. Then the difference between the Mark IV and the Mark V is just a handrail. That's it. So they get this little, and they've got more stuff in them. Also, they move like crazy. Do they look different? Yeah. Yeah, they look different. Yeah, the lights on the side is the dead giveaway. So this is going to be tricky. Can I even get a belt in here? Probably not. Oh my gosh, that's a little on the cheaty side. I don't know if I care. Well, this is going to be coming along here. Oh. No, that has to be split. So this could come over this way. And we could just reverse this. Have it be here. That right? Because it's the outside we use, right? Yeah. So we could take this, run it to there. This we could just run to there. We could then grab a lift. And then that's going to come along the wall here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we'll just put it in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oop, save lag. Oh, out of gas. Gonna have to go get some more fuel. Yes, each belt has a more complex material, which is at a different tier. You don't get all the belts at first, you only get the low ones. But they cost plates, reinforced iron plates, steel beams, encased steel beams, and aluminum sheeting. And we didn't have aluminum sheeting being automatically made until recently. So I'm going to do the train thing, but I need to go get fuel first because it's hard to do the hypertube without the gas. Yes, oh yeah, definitely taking a break. Plus it's like I said, it's been an hour since the last break. Or 50 minutes. Oh no, where's all the gas? I took the wrong tube. Chat lag, yeah. It's all good. It's alright, we can probably make it to the other tube. You think? What train is here, I wonder? Probably gonna be one of the short ones again. Very rare do we ever hit Mixmaster. Yeah, it looks like it's Scavenger again. One day I'll have a train that'll just go around the whole world. Alright, I will be right back. Daylight! Hey, look, you can see the smelters from down here. That's cool. We might want to do something about that. Make them more obvious. Thank you, Cosmic. Yeah, I like the idea of having those smelters up there. That's gonna be fun. That's gonna be a challenge to figure out because that's gonna be the hardest math to do. So how did I do this floor? There's one here in the middle, one there in the middle. So this is a Mark III. Ah, I guess we'll have to make a decision here as to whether we're going to run this over the top of everything. Remember how I did the floor below. So it's on the back. Right, because that makes it nice and even on the middle. Can I do 1, 2? That doesn't work. I guess we could always take this across here. What I'm thinking for this floor is that instead of running it along the wall, limiting what I have for decoration here, what I might want to do is, well, I guess we could see if this might reach. If I put a wall mount here. I mean, yeah, that's not the best. A little flimsy. So what I can do is we can run this way. Which will that's gonna connect to the middle. So let's reverse this. This is why I didn't belt up this whole thing, because I knew there was going to be some shenanigans. And then the other one we could do up and over. Or we just have it come in a completely different line. This is going to go on this level. Right? Yeah. I've got to remember that this is going to be in the way here. This just need the one. Yeah. Okay. So I can't go up and over back here, which would have been ideal, coming out right there, right? But I can go up and over on the inside. I just have to come down. so we'd have to do this here. Seems ridiculous. It looks awful. And then this one. Is this really how I want to do this? This seems a little bit over the top. Pun intended. This kind of building would be a real pain in the butt without the jetpack. There's a reason why they put it in the game, for sure. It's really difficult to get around. It becomes a real problem. Is there another way that I could do this? I don't like that this is lined up right there. I guess we could come in over here and have two middle ones. Like two middle. That way, instead of this, it would just be a quick back and forth. I think it's dumb that these things get in their own way. So then it's just a matter of getting this across down there with some sort of support in the middle that we can't do because the walls won't go there. So I guess we're stuck using a conveyor pole. Try to be more inventive. That just feels strangely unsupportive. That has to go all the way down. Or it could go into here. And then this could go all the way down. But it's better for the one to go all the way down to be over the middle here. I will probably come up with a better solution at a later time. It's not even necessary. We could totally just brute force it, but I don't wanna. Want to have at least a little bit of finesse. Alright, so we'll change this other one to do the same thing. Oh no, this one we've got the wall. So this one we can totally do exactly what we did before. That's fine. We just have to get this now across to there. And that was a matter of sticking in one of these. So then this side needs to be hooked up. And all I'm going to do here is just have another one of those. So again, that needs to be a Mark III. So no, that needs to be, that's a Mark IV. These are the Mark IIIs. And this was pretty simple. Oh, I've got a window on this side too. Or so I think. Yeah, that was the plan. Because that's a cool view. I will have to reevaluate. Unless this reaches. How many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eee! I don't think this will reach. It might. It actually might. Pushing our luck. I'm gonna go one back. Just to see. It's gonna be just short. Watch it. Oh. That's a pain. Not that we couldn't have a wall in the middle, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's like 1, 2, 3. We could separate the window. Or we just have one of these right in the middle of the window. Which looks terrible. So one option would be to break up the window, so that it's not one giant window. I'm not a fan of. It would make sense, but... So the other thing we can do is what we did over here. So that just means... trading spaces with these a little bit. And just have to do this. Oh, that's not right. And then this we can just do a little bit more to one side. So really we didn't need to tuck it all the way back in there, but whatever, it's fine. That means this has to change to face that way. And then right, we had to do a pole in the middle. Joel just stamped his foot and said, "I don't wanna." We all heard it. Yeah, that's possibly true. There's a lot of letting go in this game if you don't want to drive yourself crazy. Can't afford... Oh, I need more steel beams. This is the reason why the jetpack is so useful. Number one reason, I would say. Outside of like the small little spaces where you're gonna kind of jump up and just boost yourself up by a floor, this is also essential. I was just wanted to ask if you managed to get some more fuel for the jetpack. Oh yeah. Yeah, it's all up here in the storage. But yes, I also have it being manufactured now automatically, so I'm not hurting for it anymore. We low on anything else? Could use some more plates. Oh, thanks. Yeah, I like the view from up there too. I'm not sure how I'm going to proceed with that, because as it gets more robust, there's going to be more building happening around it, so I'm going to have to try to figure out like how to do some open air adjustments, I think. We might have been better off doing that in one side over. And that's that floor. We need to go up to this floor. Encroaching on others' clearance. What is going on? Whose clearance am I encroaching on? How come this worked on the other side? They're the same distance. None of these is out of order. I'm just going to delete you. What is going on? That's messed up. Oh, the belt's going the wrong way. Why is the belt going the wrong way? I must have done this backwards because it's so close together. That's not a clearance error though, that's misleading. There we go. Okay, whatever. As long as it's working. As long as it's working. I'm pretty sure I did belt tier 3 all the way through downstairs. Yeah. Oh, save lag. And then of course all of these are just regular Mark 1s. And then while we're here, we might as well make them all copper ingots. This is the part where it does get a little bit tedious. That's why I don't do them all at once, because doing this 80 times in a row, I would lose my mind. So doing this one floor at a time, where I only have to do like 10 of these and then break for another little bit of building, is fine by me. Alright, and then power was directly above on the ceiling. Now this is going to be harder. Yeah, just wrong way. I agree. That would be helpful. That looks straight to me there. And almost straight there. It's all hooked up, and we'll bring the power up from downstairs. I think we'll do that behind the wall as well. So one of the things I want to do, we can take this piece here and then use like a double wall thing there. Should line up with our friend right here. You're not hooked up to anything. Let's do there, I guess. Sorry for the close quarters, but seems like the easiest way to get that done. Really convoluted way of doing it, but all behind closed doors. So now this should power that one, and then as we go along the line, they're all going to turn on. They're all good. Now the export is going to be 300. So we're going to need another awesome sink just for the sake of it. And here I'm probably just going to bring this right out level. Again, this is all very temporary. We will eventually have to take this on to other production, but for now, I want to make sure that's working on something. So we can just take that straight out there for now. And then that's on. Now these all have to get hooked up, which is going to be basic output. Oh, stop it. I believe, yeah, I just used the Mark V's the whole way. So many highlight boxes. You get into a busy factory like this. Oh, thanks so much, Cosmic. I'm glad that you're liking it. I feel like I've kind of hit my stride where I've got all the materials I need. I'm not really hurting for anything just yet. We've got a lot of infrastructure to work on before we can get to the power facility. Like, I need to get reinforced iron plates. We're going to do the alternate recipe for stitched plates. I need to have all that going. And then I need to get crystal oscillators being automated, not in a big way, just in a way for my inventory to use. It may be easier to do that back at the northern factory, actually. Except we don't have any quartz there, so that's quartz is the big issue right now for all that stuff. All right, so this was Mark III all the way down. And then back to the old Mark I's. And now we're on to power. think that looks right. It's nice when you can actually see the power node. You have to count all the time. You know, I think hooking things up to power, while it's satisfying in the end, it's probably one of my least favorite things to do, because you always have to aim at these very small nodes, and I find that a little bit pain in the butt. And we should be able to just grab the power from back here and ring it across. And these now need to be told to be iron. Copy. And paste. Weirdly, hitting Control V and stuff like that is not something it's something I do when I'm at my work computer, but gaming I'm on like WASD, not my typical like Control Alt Delete configuration for my hand. So I find this is strange, kind of like look up, look down, look up, look down. Also, my Mac keyboard is a lot smaller than my PC keyboard. All right, that's that. That's that. I think the only thing left to do is to hook it up to the bottom. We're going to find out soon enough if it doesn't work. So the only thing left to do is just that. Check our power grid here too. That's not too bad. So we've got this floor jamming, and we hopefully have this floor jamming. I'd say that is the wrong, no, that's the right speed. That's the right speed there. Coming in fast. Mark 5. Mark 4. Is it me or does this feel slow? Mark 4, Mark 4. And over here we've got... See, I could have been building from up here too, which I completely forgot about too. It's a Mark 4. It's all 3s. I feel like our source, we might have a slow belt somewhere. Yeah, I really don't feel like our belt... That doesn't feel like 600 a minute. Did anybody spot anything? That's at 87%. It's not that far off. That's a Mark 5 lift. Mark 5 belt. 5. Mark 5, Mark 5, Mark 5. Very different output. Somewhere's along the line. There's a belt that doesn't match. Mark 5. Unless the miner's the wrong speed. Well, I'm not going all the way out there without any power shards. I might have forgot to put power shards in one of those miners. So we'll go grab some power shards. Quickly. So it looks like it's the source. So the good news is it's none of the belts that I just put together. Right? It's none of that. So that's good. I wish there was a way to increase your speed in hypertubes without doing like multiple entrances. Like I wish there was a way that you could slide into them to go faster or something like that, but it doesn't. Your speed physically doesn't affect it. It's only the speed in the hypertube and gravity. So going into a hypertube from a higher point, that's why we go so fast coming out of these. And it doesn't take much. But a big vertical drop like this is good. Let's take half of them. Like coming back, you go much faster because of this drop. You just kind of kick up the speed, and even the inclines don't really affect you. There's probably just one little slowdown because we updated all those belts the other day. So it's probably just one little piece that's slowed down. Unless they change the purity of one of the nodes, which would be very annoying. There's the problem right here. That's a Mark III. Just double check this a little bit farther back. I'd say that was probably the issue. Every once in a while there's going to be a hole because these are 780 belts and they've only got 600 on them. J Price, yeah, the sky is really cool. Aha, I did not bash my face this time. Yard sale? No, not today. That feels more full. Yeah, this has only got a 150 on it. That should be fine. So these should be slowly building up to a higher efficiency. %, 75. As long as this doesn't go to 0 or it gets another one. Should pick up. It will take a while because these ones have to build up, because this first one is going to have a lot in it. Like this is going to have 64. So eventually this is just going to be at max. And same with this, 35, 13, 1, and 1. Eventually these will get to the point where they're just going to constantly have a couple in them. That's the disadvantage of the regular splitters. It would be really slow if we had just one line going down. That's why I split it and runs half this way and half this way, is because then you've got two machines operating at 42% as opposed to one machine operating at 10% or something. And this will eventually get to a point where it's fine because it's the exact amount that's needed. Anyway, so that's the second floor. Haven't even touched the third. It's going to be the exact same thing, although we are going to have to think about a more interesting way to do the belt stuff because... Oh no, I guess we have the same amount of room here as we do on the floor below, so we don't have to worry too much about it. This... Yeah, those can be changed. So those can just be regular foundations. And all that does is cover up the corners. So we'll probably have to do something like that there. So, a little bit of a tight squeeze, but we will figure it out as time comes. Yeah, copy paste for the next floor. That's why I've been doing these little weekday streams, is because it's pretty straightforward. It's the basic setup of smelting iron. It's something that people new to the game have done before or are needing to do at a greater level. And this is just an interesting way to do it. You can set these things up in multiple different ways, but we've got 600 coming in on each belt. We divide it in half into 300 and 300, and then we divide it again into 150 and 150. Right, so 600 comes in, it gets divided into 300 and 300. No, sorry, 300 there, 300 there, then 150 there, 150 there. And the way that that goes is that one belt of 150 feeds the first 5, and then the other belt of 150 feeds the other 5. And they each take 30, so it all works out exactly. So like if we go back now that I've been chatting for a bit, and we talk about these ones, see they're up to 63%. They were at 40 before. So they're slowly climbing. They're only idling part of the time, so. Good enough for me. But as the sun has gone down, that's about my time to wrap it up. Thanks for hanging out, folks. If you enjoyed this stream, please follow before you take off. I'm going to try to pass you on to somebody else playing Satisfactory, but this time of night, I'm not sure who might be live. You can, of course, follow me on Twitter at Joel Duggan. You can check out other things that I do here on Twitch. And, of course, check out the podcasts that I do. The Spawn Chunks, which is out right now. Brand new episode out yesterday. And... the Citadel Cafe. Citadel Cafe is going to be recording on Thursday this week. I thought it was going to be Friday, but it's going to be Thursday, so that's good. Ryan Murphy and I are going to talk about fall video games and maybe some Star Wars stuff, so it's going to be fun. I will see you folks later. Have a fantastic night. Thanks again for all the support, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.